the concept of federation. Having said this, I also want to commend the team that has worked with the governor in achieving this. He has been able to put together a very strong and productive team to articulate this vision alongside with him. When the Sultan spoke, he talked about governance and those whom posterity has blessed with the opportunity to lead their people at this time. I hope the depth of his statement is not lost on us, because it is indeed a grace that being endowed with the opportunity to direct the cause of mankind, because there's really nothing special about us individually except what grace the Lord has endowed us on. Last week I had the opportunity to meet with the Vice President, and I was commending him for creating the dialogue and engagement with the folks in the Niger Delta. You would appreciate that ever since that happened, there's been a calm. With the blowing up of pipelines has not occurred since then. But this is instructive. It's not just the Niger Delta, it's each and every one of us. We're all stakeholders in this country. We all have a right to this country. We all have to be respected. And I think this is what is required of the leadership, to show the requisite respect to the citizenry. And respect in its broadest sense, we take too much for granted. And so when I see a state that is striving to make the difference, to improve the lives of her people, I think all we ought to do, regardless of where we come from, is to encourage not just the leadership, but also encourage the citizens of the state to support the leadership and make it happen. A failure of the leadership of the governor is a failure of one man, but it's also going to transcend and it's going to affect the collective of the state. So on this note, let me commend and congratulate the government and the people of Kaduna State for their work and their foresightedness in trying to move our state and our nation forward. If Kaduna makes it, Northern Nigeria would make it. If Northern Nigeria makes it, all of Nigeria has made it. Again, I thank you.
He's been there before, he's done it before, and so he spoke from experience. An alumnus of Ahmadu Bello University, a one-time Alpha Chief, Ahmadu Bello University, former Governor, Cross River State, Mr. Donald Duke. Another round of applause for the gentleman, please. Your Excellencies, permit me to recognize here in our midst, representing the Governor of Zamfara State of Nigeria, is the Chief of Staff, Katakan Tsape, Engineer Abdullahi Abdul Karim. Please, can you stand up so that we can recognize you and know where you are seated, sir? That's it. Thank you. We also want to recognize Professor Umar Garba Dambata, the Executive Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. Sir, thank you very much, sir. You're welcome. Your Excellency, we are now continuing with the last of our goodwill messages from this segment, and that is coming from our renowned banker of repute, international repute for that matter, a well-respected personality in the financial circles, Dr. Umaru Mutalab. 2 minutes of your time, sir, is what we ask. Dr. Umaru Mutalab, sir. Thank you, sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وسلم. Your Excellencies, Your Eminence, Your Royal Highness, other very distinguished invited guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. I am here to pay my respects to His Excellency the Governor of Kaduna State, who organized this function. And if you look through the incident of His Excellency, wherever he goes, he really leaves an indelible mark in the affairs of that organization. You will recall he was at one time in the Bureau for Public Enterprises. From there, he was a minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and of course he is now the Executive Governor of Kaduna State. In all these institutions where he has worked, he has set a very, very high standard, and it is always a very difficult task for anybody to try to achieve this standard he has set. And we look forward to really this state being a model state for not only the northern states but also for the other states of the Federation, because he has really made it. Look at the case of the use of Kaduna as the alternative airport for Abuja. You have seen how this has been well articulated, and in fact we're hoping that this should not be just for the duration of the repair of the runway, but it will continue forever and ever. Because, I mean, the system is such that we need to have more than one or two international airports in this part of the country. And look at how the security has improved. Look at how the whole transaction has been so smooth. And I believe that this is all the effort of His Excellency the Governor, because he has worked very, very closely with the authorities at the federal level to ensure that this particular project succeeds. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that it has been a big, big success. Congratulations, Your Excellency. I would like to join His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, for all the issues he has, all the things he raised, and I would like to also fully support what he has said. And I only like to mention that in the presentation by the Governor, he made mention of education. I would like to remind His Excellency that there is one college in his state which needs special attention, and that college is Barewa College. I think it needs very special attention, Your Excellency, because that is the college that has produced so many leaders in this country, and I think there is need for something like that to be really realized and utilized for the unity of this country. And I hope and pray that His Excellency will not forget this particular institution in his remodeling of units in the country. And I also like to congratulate His Excellency for the appointment of the head of service in the person of the lady, I think the first lady head of service in Kaduna State. Congratulations, Your Excellency. I say this because you know, she has been very hardworking, and I think she well deserves this appointment. And once more, I would like to join hundreds and millions of Nigerians who are either watching or attending this function for carefully arranging this particular occasion. And I would like to congratulate His Excellency and all his very efficient team. He has very efficient managers, and he really utilizes people. And that is what leadership is all about. How do you utilize people to achieve results for the benefit of the common man? Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.